actually seen our numbers grow in all categories. We're ahead of U.S. exhibitors, international buyers, and international press. In fact, we're going to be looking at the post-show wrap-up. We might have the largest powwow in history. And I think a big part of that is because Brand USA is here for the first time launching, and that's created a lot of excitement in the international marketplace as well within the U.S.
The Brand USA is going to change everything.
It is going to be a game changer. And what it means for powwow, they're the branding partner at powwow. So as you saw throughout the show this year, where you saw the powwow logo, you saw the Brand USA logo. While U.S. Travel Association will still produce powwow, it's really a little less about us and more about Brand USA. So you're seeing the new logos moving forward. They will say powered by U.S. Travel, but you can see Brand USA big because that's really the marketing and promotion arm of the United States, and that's what's really important for the press and the buyers to be meeting with while they're here.
What are the markets that you are going to get more?
I think we're going to see a lot more from both our traditional markets and developing markets. If you look at powwow this year, some of our largest delegations came from the United Kingdom, Germany, France, but also China, Brazil. A lot of the Latin American countries were producing good amounts. So it's a good mix of our traditional markets and our developing markets. And what we saw from Brand USA in their unveil and in their press conference was they're also going to be doing a mix of established and developing markets. So I don't think it's any one region or one type of market that they're focusing on. As they develop and get more established, they'll be going into more markets. And we at powwow should see, as a result, more buyers and media from those markets.
And what about Brazil?
Brazil's an exciting market, very exciting market. We've seen tremendous growth from that on visitation. We've seen the president in his message to the powwow delegates talk about getting more visas processed with shorter wait times in Brazil and China. As you see on the floor here, there's many exhibitors who are wearing the pins, the lapel pins that say visa waiver for Brazil now. A big push on that. We're seeing in Western Europe the Brazilian traveler does not need a visa. So if someone wants to make a decision in short term, even do a long weekend trip, the USA is not an option for them. They're going to Paris or to London. We'd like to see that change, and that's something that U.S. Travel is going to continue to do. The advocacy on Capitol Hill, the pushing and educating what more visas or visa waiver means to this country. And the most beautiful thing about travel and tourism, it's not just the U.S. economy that helps, it's a global benefit. For the traveler leaving Brazil or another country, they could be supporting a local flag carrier, supporting a local tour operator and travel agent. When people travel, they often purchase items before they get on their trip as well. So it's a way to really help the global economy.
The declaration of Obama and the President Obama and the things that he has supporting the travel and tourism in the United States, it has been important for the development of tourism in the United States.
It's been a huge change. If you might remember from about 3 years ago, 2009, really when the recession was really in its worst stages, there was something called TARP funds, and those were government monies that went to corporations in the U.S., and there were elected officials, including the president, who said companies receiving TARP funds will not be traveling to Las Vegas. They won't be going to Orlando. They won't be going to the Super Bowl. And the damage that comments like that had on our industry were unprecedented. There were cancellations of meetings, even conventions canceled, resulting in dramatic loss of jobs and revenues for local economies. So we've been educating U.S. travel how important travel is, not just domestically but international. And you see in the span of 3 years, gone from language like that to creating the Brand USA, to the president welcoming the powwow delegates and saying, I want to make the United States the #1 travel destination. Amazing change in 3 years. But once you educate our elected officials, they get it. They understand the value and importance of travel and tourism.